Just a second. All right. So I'm not planning on being long. I'm not planning on being on for super long, but actually let's do it like this. This might work better. Because I hate having headphones in. But if the audio isn't working, let me know. Okay. This is something I just simply want to get ready for print. Okay. It's really, really simple. Last time I worked on this, I went ahead and just took it and gave his tail a little bit of a curve. Something subtle, but something that should hopefully help it to feel a bit more dynamic. And in fact, let's actually take this, just for the sake of making it even more dynamical. Let's just kind of take this and boom. Something like that. And he's instantly more dynamical. See if we can just tweak that just a little bit. Just enough to bring it off center. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so first thing I want to do to be able to prep this for print is I want to combine my pieces. Just plain and simple, that's what I want to do. Okay, so I've got a couple of things going on in here. I've got polygroups to be able to define the edge of my different colors. Okay, which is cool. I also have this other piece right here that I'm thinking about using to be able to put on gills. Still haven't decided if I want it or not, so we'll see. But since the only parts that I want are the gills, just kind of go from this side and just do something like that. Actually, let's use the lasso. I don't need anything from the inside there. I'm going to duplicate that and then delete hidden. And then let's rename it Gills. Alright. So now when we have this, we can go ahead. I'm going to turn off that little thought bubble. And we'll get that prepped separately. Did I not turn off the ice cream? There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead. What we're going to do, I'm going to come down and say merge. And actually, let's fix these teeth. I don't want these teeth to be so even. So we're just going to kind of mess with this a little bit. Let's just kind of pull that out, pull that in, pull it out. Let's make these uneven. Just something to make it feel more intentional. Something that I'm trying to make sure I have more of is just intentional design, intentional, it's like, why did you do that? Because, because I have certain things that I want to be able to achieve aesthetically, because I have, because there wasn't enough variation in order to maintain appeal or to be able to support the appeal of the rest of the sculpt, so just things, knowing why I'm doing things, trying to work and sculpt and live with more intention. Okay. Let's get the change these so that they're all same poly group. Just makes it nice. I had accidentally had a patch in the roof of his mouth where they were different poly groups, so that was kind of a pain. Okay, so what I want to be able to do, I want to be able to, in essence, okay, I was thinking about taking this and making this like two separate pieces. But now I think it might just be worthwhile to just figure out how to make this efficiently with one single piece. So that I don't have to worry about multiple molds if I were to make this, make molds and cast it, I've got a friend that wants one. Let's solo that out because it's getting a bit too shallow for me. It's funny, so if you watch me while I'm on on ZBrush Live, you'll know that this last week I sculpted a dragon, or started working on a dragon for my scene. Something to kind of start to create some story or some context or some, it's just something interesting, right? So today I went ahead and bought some candy to kind of research maybe different ways of being able, like different ways to construct the different parts of the dragon. So like maybe the head, what the head would be made out of, what it would have on it, those sorts of things. I wasn't able to find all the candies that I would have wanted, but I was able to find some. The funny part was that when I went to go to the register to pay for what I had selected, the lady looked at me and was like, "Oh, quite the sweet tooth," and told her, it's for a project, and don't want to feed the dentist, and things like that. And she kind of laughed, whatever. It was funny, but at the same time, let me see. Deformation is what I'm looking for. Okay, there we go. Oh, it gets sloppy right there. Why does it get sloppy? Ah, oh, so much lower poly res right there. So here's what we're going to do to fix this. Okay, just going to grow up by 1, Control Shift X, hit Control W to make sure it's all one poly group. Okay, cool. Cool, okay, so we're good. Okay, so what we want to do, I want to make sure that this edge right here is keeping just as sharp, just as nice as the rest of this. So, let's see. How can I do that? Real quick, I just want to see Decimation Master. No, it's not going to work for me, because the thing that I need, the thing that I really, really need, is to be able to keep my polygroups, or to be able to work through my polygroups. Since I don't have that option, got another idea. We're going to Control Shift D. We're going to select just the blue. Actually, let's do it the same way we had before. Okay, so now we should have that extra poly. Good, we have that extra poly group in there now. The loop that we had before that we just got rid of, brought it back, and I'm going to inflate it just like I had done. 9 should work. Okay, geometry, Dynamish. Let's try this just to see. Yeah, no, that works. Let's say yeah, let's just say this. And the reason why I want all of that like that is that this will allow me to get a good even polish. Okay, now when I unhit solo, I can come over here, I can say, oh, not display, sorry, deformation. We're just going to kind of inflate it a little bit, just so that he's only barely intersecting with the top surface, and there we go. Now we have our puffy pattern, which I quite like. I think we'll use it. You know what? I'm trying to look for... There we go. It's like, what the stink? Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So I think those gills are going to work. Those gills are going to work for us. That's going to be good. It's going to be cool. Okay. Now the other thing that I want to do maybe what I do is I'll take the bottom teeth out. We'll decide that in a minute. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's say merge visible. So now we got this. Tiburon merged. Okay, so things that I want to not have. So we're just gonna do that. Oh, and let's say split hidden. Okay. It's gonna save this out. Tiburon 3 2B. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take this. I need these pieces to stay nice and how do you say it? Actually, this piece needs to be nice and smooth. So here's what we're gonna do. The thing I'm running into right now is that the gills are not symmetrical. So let's come in here, we'll split this. I'll probably end up with the the eyelid for sure. The top teeth probably. Yeah, so we're gonna put these top teeth and the eyelash. Let's see. Okay. Now I can merge down. Okay. The hard thing is that I had forgotten to smooth those out before I merged. Go figure, right? Okay, right here, let's just run Z-Remesher on this real quick. Let's put adaptive size all the way up. And let's just put this up to something like, oh my goodness, 10. Can this just work? Probably should have saved before hitting Z-Remesher, but I feel hopeful. So I was experimenting with a friend on how to do co-streaming, and I'm looking for good good tools to be able to do that. So if you know of anything, let me know. You know what? gills. I need these to be symmetrical. Man, could you imagine having that thing this big on my desk? Okay. So right now I've got 3 parts. I need to create let's do this actually. Let's do that. And now that we have that, let's go ahead and say merge down. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a piece of the mouth. Just the piece that's kind of going straight back. Here's what we're going to do. Okay. Let's take this. We're just going to use that. And then we're going to say alpha create. No, not from noisemaker. Where is it? Grab doc. Ah, I didn't want it to be. It might work for me though. Okay, so now what I should be able to do, make 3D. Okay, so now this isn't much, but it should be enough for me to be able to get, hopefully, yeah, see, like there's the tongue, you can see like the heart shape up top, and there's the teeth on the bottom. That wasn't anything near like what I was hoping for. Wonder how I could make that. Let's do this instead. Let's come over here, let's say initialize Q cube. Okay, geometry, delete hidden. It's way too many subdivision levels. But this might work. Okay, let's say we're gonna take that and we're gonna use drag dot and make standard our brush. Oh, gotta change it back. Changes the intensity all the way up. Okay, so you see that. So that's not quite what I'm hoping for. That's better. That'll be good enough. Okay, so now what I want to do, I'm just going to like get rid of everything that is not the same. Okay, so I'm going to start off by extruding this out. Okay, make sure that that's its own. Delete hidden. Close holes. Okay, so now this, let's hit Dynamesh. Yeah, sure, we'll keep blur on it. That's way too low on Dynamesh. Still too low. And I wanted to have a bit of a blur because I want to kind of get rid of the crispness to the... Change the color on that. Okay. And this doesn't have to be this long, so we're just gonna make it about that long. Let's make it something like that. And something like that might work better. Okay. We're going to call this cutter. It's the original. No, that's the original one. This is the modified one. Okay, so we're going to say append the cutter. How did that get so much smaller? I guess it's because I had to draw it out rather than okay, so geometry is make sure that our position's all set. Deformation, let's mirror it. I don't think this is gonna work. Now, why do I have two of them? Okay. Weird. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Let's take the standard, let's turn it back to dots, turn off the alpha. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, so what I want to do, let's mask this off. Actually, we can mask off that whole thing. Let's actually do this more in a symmetrical sort of way. I don't know, just experimenting right now, trying to figure this out. Technically, I think this part doesn't even really need to exist. We're going to play around with booleans anyway to be able to get this work. So, let's bring this all the way down. We're going to call this start. And we're going to have, yeah, I mean, let's try it. Let's turn on live boolean, see what we get. Not a whole lot. Okay, so first thing I need to do, let's dynamesh this. I do know I want no blur. Resolution, let's take it up to like 1600 just for this sake. Good grief. There we go. Should hopefully get a good clean result with this. If not, then I know who to complain to. I don't know if I'm getting any chat action or not, but the train sure is chiming in a lot. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not ignoring anybody. But it looks like, you know, nothing's coming up. Otherwise the stuff should have yes, the comments should have popped up in the very least. So you know, it's not a big deal. I don't super publicize my streams. It's kind of more just like a fly by the seat of your pants sort of thing. Oh, you know what happened? Okay. Okay, wait, hold on. Start this over. Control A, Control Shift A, Control Shift Alt, get rid of these pieces. Split hidden. Oh, no, we're good. Delete. Okay. Okay, so we're going to bring these down. We're going to take this. We're going to merge it down. Okay. And purely because we're now missing the other pieces that we had, we have to go and get them again. Okay. Insert the teeth. No, not that. No, insert. Okay, insert. Okay, so now we can take this. We can okay, so he's already got the good gills on there. Good. Merge down. Say always okay. We're good. Merge down. Eyelashes. We're good. Okay. So now we're to where we need to be. Okay, we get this. We get this. Okay. Now we can dynamesh this. No blur. 1600 resolution. So much. Okay. It's really, really dense. Okay, at 3.1 million polys. Actually, I should have turned on symmetry to be able to do that. In fact, let's just turn on symmetry, go to the other side, and smooth it out. Because this is how we do. Okay. Well, it's just about bedtime, so this is most certainly not going to get finished tonight. If I hadn't made so many mistakes along the way. But it's just because I'm tired. That's just how it works. Some of these little pock marks are kind of fun. It's nice to have the added character, but at the same time, we'll just keep it so that it looks intentional. Okay. So now let's check and see. So we have this, we have our teeth, and we have our teeth. We don't want the teeth to be part of that. We just want it to be, you know, to exist. And actually, we're probably going to end up using these teeth as the cutter. Okay, so what we need to do is going to take this, see if I can take it without totally killing the outside of it. Okay. I was hoping that my printer would be done by now. It sounds like it's still being so rude, so late at night. Same thing, let's take this. Oops, not 41. 1600 Dynamesh. Okay, so now this is. Let's turn off our live booleans because we don't need that at the moment. Let's actually turn it to negative. Ooh. That's one of the things I really don't like about Sculptris Pro is just how easy it is to get holes. But it gets better. My print from tonight turns out well, I'm going to print this one tomorrow. And then I have, you know, some actual prints to print. Client prints. so those back teeth are not even needed. Look at this. There we go. Okay. Let's try this out. Oh, the other thing I gotta do before I do this, I gotta go deformation, inflate, just like just a few little notches. Let's flip-flop these. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna save this because that's what we do. Okay, there we go. Okay, so two things that I want to do before I run the booleans. Right now I'm running on like millions of points that my computer won't handle very well, so I want to decimate everything. Just decimate everything. So theoretically these two parts should have the same count. And they do. And then the shark has a lot more. So yes, let's take it down to that. So let's pre-process all. That's gonna take a while. So I'm just gonna keep going. But I'm gonna get my teeth brushed and get ready for bed because it's that time of day. So talk to you next time.